Hey guys, what is up? Otaku Mike here, doing another video for you guys today. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you like what you see, subscribe, hit that like button, like, dislike, you know what to do. But today we are doing a manga review on one of my personal favorite series. I love the anime, I love the manga, and if I ever get to read a light novel, I would love to read the light novel. But we are looking at the manga adaptation of Dirty Pair. That's right. Boy, what can I say about this manga? Well, this manga is actually an adaptation of the original light novels that came out. We get new redesigns of the characters, which is actually pretty cool. I really like the redesigns. You know, it's an update from the original design from the 80s, which you can't beat those designs from the 80s. They're really good. I love that 80s artwork. Which it left me a little worried that we did get a redesigns. Because at first I was like, I don't know. But when we get into the book itself, the artwork's phenomenal. Well, what is the Dirty Pair about? Well, I'll tell you. It is the later end of the 22nd century. Mankind has gone beyond the stars. They're very technology advanced, very technology driven, and they have an organization called the WWWA, which is called the World's Welfare and Works Association, or WW3A, I believe they're called. We have a team. They're called the Lovely Angels, Kay and Yuri. And what they do, they're basically the trouble consultants. If you have trouble, they fix your trouble no matter what, basically. But they are also known by another name. They are called the Dirty Pair. Because whenever they basically end up in a mission or an assignment, things always go awry. It always ends with the what? What happened? I remember one time they could destroy half of the moon at one point. And, they're like, oops, sorry. Wherever they go, wherever Kay and Yuri go, they cause quite a destruction. They cause actually mass destruction. For just two of them, they cause mass destruction. I have to say, this manga blew me away personally. I know I'm a little biased towards Dirty Pair and all of the Dirty Pair stuff that's out there because I am a huge fan. You do get two complete stories within this book. I don't want to spoil any of the stories, just in case people want to read them, because I feel like they're that good of a story where you don't. They're not worth spoiling, in my opinion. And here's some of the artwork, actually. But this book does one thing really, really well. See if I can show you guys. The action. The action from the page, basically one, or not really page one, but this book hits the ground running when it comes to action. If you're one of those people that love manga with a lot of action, a lot of gunfighting and stuff like that, this book is for you. And the action flows very, very well throughout this manga. It's just phenomenal. It flows perfectly throughout this manga. Even with the little comedic moments thrown in here and there. One thing that's actually really good about this manga is Kay and Yuri themselves. They know what they have, and they know how to use it. Because they're women, and they know how to use their feminine charms. Which is one thing I actually really enjoyed about this. They know what they have, and they know how to use it. And they have a really good banter between themselves. You can really tell that they have been together for quite some time as partners, teammates, etc. And they just get each other. They get on each other's nerves. They get upset with each other. They you know they play off one another when it comes to humor and stuff like that. I mean, look at this. Look at this awesome artwork right there. It's just fun. This manga encapsulates something. It encapsulates an era of just really good quality 80s action manga. Because the original light novel came out in the 80s. This book will not be for everybody. If you're not into these sci-fi 80s action, it's probably not for you. If you're not into the older manga or animes, this isn't really for you. But I would say give it a shot. Like, really give it a shot. Don't let the cover deceive you. This manga is just phenomenal, wonderful, highly detailed pages and panels. I would actually say this manga, in my eyes, honestly, it's perfect. And I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I would love to get more Dirty Pair manga, if there is any. I don't really know if there. I think there is a couple books out there. But Seven Seas, they did it really well. My only complaint, really, with the manga is the size. I wish it was a little bigger format-wise. Because, it is kind of scrunched together a little bit. But, I wish it was just a little bigger so we can get more of that awesome artwork. But that's really my only complaint. I was grinning ear to ear whenever there was a joke or something funny happened, because this book is actually very comical. And it left me wanting to see more of the adventures of Kei and Yuri. Which I can do if I watch the animes. But in manga form, I want to see more Kei and Yuri, and I hope this manga succeeds, because it's really, really good. And it's one that if somebody asks me to recommend them a manga, I would recommend them Dirty Pair, especially if they enjoy guns and explosions and awesome fight scenes. It's something like no other. It's just perfect, I would say. It's a perfect manga. I can't ask for something. It hits me and it scratches me in the itches that I want. It hits me in all the right places. Especially when it comes to that 80s nostalgia that I really love when it comes to anime. But yeah, this is good. Go check this out. It's by Seven Seas Entertainment. They put out this. Do be fair warned, there is some etchiness to it a little bit. There are some adult subjects in this, but they're not always taken seriously. You may or may not get offended. I don't know. Because these are older stories. They're not politically correct at some points. But all around, this is a fun manga, and go check out The Dirty Pair. You won't regret it.